No means no, that's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no, all right? But no, stop it, what are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad, stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people, right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Freshly Baked Props. As always, I am Tony. I know it's been a while, but I'm back at you with a couple of projects, so get ready for another crop of this wonderful series. But anyway, I figured I'd start out with my favorite comedian of all time, Bill Burr. When they made this Miggs Mayfield figure for Black Series, I knew that if I ever got the chance, I was going to make a Bill Burr figure, just because I wanted him on my shelf. What is this? The Nick Fury series, Secret Invasion. That dude that was the Skrull. His body is perfect. I mean, I know Bill Burr has never worn an outfit like that on stage, but I'm sure he wears a jacket in the winter, and it looks pretty good to me. And now I can use him in any kind of play motion, stop motion I want, as you saw at the beginning of this. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. The beautiful thing is the heads that came with this figure. This is the figure from the Nick Fury Secret Invasion show. The show was dog shit, but this figure, if you need a fodder or just a buck for like street clothes to pop people's heads on, I would highly recommend this, because this body, they pop in at the neck. So the head, the Skrull head, and the human head, it doesn't really articulate. It's just the neck pops in onto the body. So that was actually working to my advantage, and I'm going to show you why when I show you how I popped Bill Burr's head on. So I took Bill Burr's head off of the body, the Miggs Mayfield body that's standing next to him. The neck came off, and I thought I was screwed, but it actually kind of worked out for me. So if you really want to use a buck for Bill Burr, I would use this one, because like I said, it pops off at the neck. But anyway, let me just show you how I did it. It's obviously not that hard. You just take the Dremel, you bore the hole out, make sure it fits properly. I know some people use drills, some people use Dremels, whatever you're comfortable with. Just, be careful with it, because it can get away from you and you can destroy the thing. So just go slow. I usually put it on the medium setting on the Dremel and then just kind of go real slow, because I got fucked up hands as it is, so I don't want to fuck the project up. But his head fit in perfectly into this body, and I was so happy. But then I was kind of disappointed, because now I got this Miggs Mayfield body, and I got these two extra heads. What do I do? And when I popped the heads onto this body, it was very loose, so the head didn't really stay on right. So what I did was I popped a little epoxy sculpt onto the peg of the body, popped the head onto the body, and then took the head off. When I took the head off, the epoxy sculpt came off the peg but stayed in the head, which is kind of what I wanted. So the head now just pops on and off and stays pretty good. It moves pretty well. I'll show that in a second. I'll show how they articulate. But I love these figures. Like I said, this was just a quick one. I just wanted to guys show you. The door I made with epoxy sculpt, the doorknobs, that was what that little joke was for the thumbnail. And I'll show you that right now too. Like I said, I just squared out some epoxy sculpt, put it on, popped in these jewelry rings, and now I got a badass medieval door. The door is just basswood, not balsa wood, because I wanted it to be a little bit more rigid. And it's two pieces glued together. I burnt lines in, and then I added these like hinges pieces, these big metal hinges, is just another piece of basswood cut and painted with a gunmetal hammered spray paint, I think from Rust-Oleum. But yeah, so like the fodder now, listen, you want to army build Skrulls, I'd highly recommend this method, because like I said, this body with a little bit, just like as a little bit of spot putty or a little bit of epoxy sculpt inside the head and the body, it'll fit perfectly, and you can build yourself a little Skrull army if you want it. And it fits really good. I'll get a close-up of the figures, as you can see. Fits perfectly. Like I said, I love that goddamn Bill Burr figure. That might be my favorite action figure of the year in terms of customs. And I got a couple. Don't get me wrong, I love Destro, but now I can literally see Bill Burr doing jokes in my head. I love it. So, but like I said, this really was a happy accident, and I couldn't recommend this more, man. Oh, by the way, I made the stool. I made the stool out of wood and a paint cap. Same with the mic stand. The mic stand was a paint cap, a wooden dowel stick, and some epoxy sculpt. I sculpted the microphone in his hand as well. That microphone can fit in the mic stand, but it doesn't go up and down or anything. It just stays like that. But I just needed a mic stand for him to lean on. If you know Bill Burr, you know he's always leaning on the mic stand. So I had to show that some love. But yeah, man, that's all the time I got, guys. I appreciate you. Coming back at you with a couple of these episodes now. Like I said, I got a lot of dioramas that I wanted to show off and get really into detail with. So that'll be coming in a couple weeks. But I just wanted to come back at you with a little bit of freshly baked props because it's been a while. So I've neglected this show for a very long time, but I made a lot of stuff. So we're going to bring it back and start talking about some cool customs and shit. I appreciate you guys. And if you want to make your own Bill Burr, I suggest you go to Ollie's because, like I said, my Ollie's for some reason is lousy with Black Series figures. I don't know why, but they just also got a shipment of all those Marvel figures too. A bunch of Marvel figures showed up. So there's that too. So I'm going to be going to Ollie's for a while and not on the websites. So I'm kind of into the custom game again. I like these custom things, and I love the way that Bill Burr came out, man. I love that. I'm going to use him like a cop in my play motion now. You know, because it's just perfect. I'm going to get that badge that came with fucking Detective Wu or Agent Wu from the WandaVision series. And I'm going to throw it on him, man. That's going to be awesome. And like I said, I might start building out these scrolls because I kind of like this. And it's a cheap, effective way. And if Ollie's is lousy with these two figures, which look like it was, I think I'm going to start building out a scroll army. And I don't know if you can do it with other Star Wars figures. I assume they pop off at the neck. But I'm a little disappointed in these Star Wars figures, man. There's no articulation. Like, there's better articulation on this Bill Burr figure now than there ever was on this one. So, he's double jointed knees, double jointed elbows now. His neck and head articulate great, which is great because this one didn't articulate at all. So, I think this figure now, in terms of articulation, is a billion times better than what it was before it went in. But like I said, when you have these little scroll army, who gives a fuck? It looks like a little scroll mechanic. Like I said, you could put the other guy's head on there too if you just want a regular human. But I'm digging the alien stuff because it's a Star Wars figure, so I figured if I could go alien. So, but like I said, that's all the time I have, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the Bill Burr thing at the beginning. And I'll catch you guys, as always. Stay baked.
No, I noticed, you know what I know I had an anger problem was when, just like little random things. Like I went to this place another time. I'm on the road and I'm ordering food, and I was done ordering the food, and the guy behind the counter asked me if I wanted a cookie, right? And all of a sudden, he had this unbelievable urge just to blast this guy right in the face. I'm not trying to be paranoid, but my brain was just sitting there going like, dude, what kind of a man asks another man if he wants a cookie? This guy thinks you're soft or something. Oh, you want a cookie? Huh? You want a cookie there, cupcake? Who the fuck is he? Doesn't fucking know you like that. You know what the sad thing was? I wanted a cookie. I would have loved one. Sit there with a big glass of milk like a 4-year-old. Who doesn't love a cookie? You know? But I say it. I say I want a cookie. You don't fucking, I say it. I say I want a cookie. I bring it up. But if you bring it up, you do it subtle. You don't just yell it across the restaurant. You want a cookie, you pussy? 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 Yeah, so that's what I realized. I gotta... Anybody else's thoughts just wake them up in the middle of the night? You just wake up, you know, I don't think I'm gonna make it, you know?